What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Wrestling Junkies
Hello,
podcast.
it
It's
is
Taco
me,
Meat Tuesday.
Wrestling Junkies Podcast, Taco Tuesday.
Every week.
How you doing?
Every
How you doing?
I'm fine every week though. That's my that's
I
that's
haven't
that's
been
my
here in a
life.
couple weeks.
You have like one job a half hour a week. Like you don't remember your cues? Come on, buddy. We talked about this, okay?
How you doing?
You said if we are gonna be best friends, you were gonna tone this down a little bit.
I don't ever remember saying that.
No. You
Is my tie
trickster.
the same color as
Anyway,
your shirt?
no, I don't think so.
What color is your
Black
shirt?
and white. It's black and
Oh,
white.
black and white tie. Oh,
It
look at us.
I was gonna say it looks gold. That I was gonna give you a compliment there, but
Are you
okay.
colorblind?
No, just telling you what I'm seeing here.
Alrighty.
You need more light in your room.
Oh man, yeah, I need a lot of things in my room. You know what? So I'll tell you what.
What? Anyway, guys, welcome to the Wrestling Junkies podcast. It's Taco Meat Tuesday. As always, hit that QR code in the top left corner to like, share, and subscribe. And as Johnny hits his Celsius over there, a couple of great things coming up for the Wrestling Junkies this week. There's two great interviews. I'm just
Who did I
commenting on
hit?
the drink that you're sipping there. Is that a Celsius that you're drinking there?
I did not hit anybody. They jumped out in front of me.
What?
Hmm?
Anyway, like, share, subscribe, support the Wrestling Junkies podcast merch store. Buy a t-shirt, buy a hat, buy a beanie. You know, I wear a beanie. It's pretty cool. It's not a Junkies one. I'm still waiting for that in my contract. I'm surprised that you don't have one.
I don't wear hats.
You look like the hat type.
No, I don't cover this hair up. Even though I'm not
I'll
having
ask,
the best
I'll ask
hair
the
day today.
podcast that. He's probably got a picture of you in a hat.
Nope, doesn't happen.
What's next? You can tell me you like cats too?
No, Johnny is strictly a dog
That's,
man.
yeah. There you go. There you go. Anyway, yeah, welcome to the Wrestling Junkies podcast. I feel like this is the third time I've tried to start the show today, and I keep distracting you. You keep distracting me. This is why this show works. Is because it's so much fun. I get to hang out with my best friend Johnny Van Frank. Oh, where's Bill? Also,
Who, me?
yeah,
Nah,
you
I
know
don't know
this.
I don't know you.
Okay. Well, I'm not dealing with your negativity today. Anyway, welcome to Taco
What
Tuesday.
what you got
This is
there,
called
buddy?
This is called the Plain Jane. It's got ground beef, lettuce, tomato, aged white cheddar cheese, and a little layer of refried
Plain
beans.
Jane.
Yeah.
I know that girl.
The other one I got, and I'm saving that for after the show. It's called Swipe Right.
Okay, I don't know what that means.
What? You're not on the apps?
What is an app? Like appetizers? I do like appetizers, yes. Applebee's,
Is it
great
apps
apps.
apps that show up on your phone?
I take phone calls off my phone, yes.
Yep. Okay. All right. Well, for those of us that are in the know, swiping right's pretty awesome. Anyway, so you know what else was awesome? Monday Night Raw. You want to talk Monday Night Raw?
I don't know, awesome. Pretty okay episode, I think.
I'm gonna say it was awesome. I'm gonna inhale my taco and exhale your negativity.
Okay, that's fair. We are all entitled to our opinions on this show, as everybody is in the wrestling community. Just don't be a dick about it.
Facts. Anyway, here are the big things that we saw coming out of this episode. First and foremost, Drew McIntyre is dedicating his WrestleMania match to CM Punk. Are they already building for WrestleMania 41 as we speak right now?
Well, it came out today that he re-signed, so I don't see why not.
I mean, Mr. Cincinnati and the podcast dad, they were pretty spot on there, thinking that if Drew wins this match, that likely he has re-signed. And here we are hearing from the Observer that he has. This is huge for WWE, and let's be honest, we didn't see Drew McIntyre going anywhere else. I mean, I made Jet Set, you made Jet Set, but he's not Jet Setting anywhere else anytime soon.
No, I ride
Well,
the
except
bus.
Bali, maybe. He's got the money to do it. You ride the bus?
Private bus.
I want one of those. How do I get one of those?
Yeah, you gotta work hard, buddy.
I'm here as much as you are.
Maybe even less. Hey, it's not about what you know, it's about who you know.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Anyway, Drew McIntyre dedicates
Anyway,
his match.
before you interrupted me, before I was rudely interrupted, Drew McIntyre, CM Punk, they're obviously setting that up. I want that shirt. I still want that shirt. I think it'll be for the title. I think you can give Drew the title. If Punk is ready by SummerSlam, he could get it at SummerSlam. If not, I think you could drag this thing out, have Punk win the Rumble, challenge Drew at WrestleMania. I could see a year-long reign with Drew. He's a great heel right now. You could have a face turn in there somewhat, and maybe towards the latter end of the year, then Punk comes back and he turns evil again. And
I don't need that anytime soon.
don't interrupt me.
You started it.
Yeah, like Drew is on fire. I don't know how I feel about this Drew and Seth match. It is not the hottest program in the world. They have some time to build it up. But as far as, the promo went, I like how some of the internet wrestling. Did you just burp on my stream?
No.
What? You sure about that?
Positive.
Don't you burp
What?
on my stream?
Well, I'm literally sitting here doing nothing. You know what? Okay. All right. Go ahead. Excuse me.
Next
sir.
time you take a sip of your water bottle, please mute your mic. Thank you. It's very distracting. Very, very, very rude. Very good promo overall. Drew pointed out some of the things that I think everybody else has been pointing out. Like, hey, Drew, or hey, Seth, why aren't you taking me seriously? Why are you worried about the bloodline? Don't worry about the bloodline. If you get too involved with the bloodline, then they're going to get involved in our match. I like that he brought that up. The fact that Drew is like the best heel in the company, but what he's doing that's so bad is pointing out all the logic in WWE is kind of funny. And kind of pointing
we
out
weren't
all
allowed to use the L word on the show.
That makes him the biggest heel in the company, doesn't it? That's pretty funny. It's pretty ironic. And just overall, I enjoyed this segment. Again, I want the match to heat up a little bit. It doesn't feel as personal as a Punk Drew match that they have on tap later this year. But hey, this is the hand they were dealt. I'm happy Drew has re-signed. Seth is probably not far after re-signing. So
yeah.
Let's get to Mania.
Yeah, no, I have to say I agree with you. I mean, this is the best work that Drew has been doing for a very long time. And as we look towards WrestleMania now, it does feel like Seth does kind of look at this match as an afterthought as far as this being kind of an easy defense. He's pointed out that his knee is healed up, his back is doing better since they're not necessarily having him sell that anymore. I think this is a logical direction to go in. There is the larger story that Seth has involved himself in the bloodline, and I think that, and this is a conspiracy theory that I've seen around the interwebs, is that, Seth feels responsible for this slow descent into madness that is Roman Reigns because he is the architect that broke up the Shield, that left Roman wandering directionless, aimless for the better part of 4 or 5 years. I mean, yeah, he had WrestleMania events in there, but he hadn't necessarily carved out what his character was. We saw it with Ambrose. We saw it with Seth Rollins and kind of what they did to differentiate. Roman was stuck with the same Shield gear. He was stuck with the same Shield theme, entrance, all of that for a very long time until he had to go away during the pandemic to reinvent himself. So all he's had the time to do from a creative standpoint, if you're telling the story, is to sit and fester and think about what his career is, what has happened in his career. Yes, he's had WrestleMania main events. How many of those do we actually enjoy prior to this heel turn here? Not very many of them. I mean, the match with The Undertaker, getting booed out of the building with Triple H, like nothing was working here. And now that it is, and now that he has an iron grip on SmackDown, Seth feels like he's got to be the guy to destroy what he created. Now, how that plays into the WrestleMania story between him and Drew McIntyre, let's look at it this way. Let's say night one, Bloodline gets involved to the point that Drew wins the World Heavyweight title. That's going to drive Seth nuts. That's going to cause him to snap, have him interfere night two to make sure, or at least be there as a presence to make sure that nothing goes wrong for Cody to finish the story.
Sorry, I thought you were going to keep going there. You were such on a great soliloquy. I thought you were going to keep going. So great job by you.
Spell soliloquy.
I'm not on trial.
Neither am I.
Yeah, but you can't ask me probing questions. I'm not on trial. Yeah, the whole I created Roman thing is kind of for me. I thought we had talked about this. That you taking bites during my answers was not beneficial to the show. You remember that? You remember that conversation? Yeah, of course you don't. It's all that. It's all those extracurricular activities that you're doing, isn't it? Yeah, like you said, he was kind of Didn't have a character. He was the big dog. I don't know if you remember the big dog.
Oh,
And
you mean
he
the
did.
same big dog that was saying "suffer and succotash" and had literal dog food poured all over him? No, I don't remember that.
Hey, big dog had to crawl so the tribal chief could walk. That's right. That's right. Put that on a T-shirt, pal, and print it. Also, you want to
I
say he didn't
might.
have a character, but that Mark, Mr. Cincinnati, bought a T-shirt with the Roman Empire on it.
He had a coupon. Leave it alone.
Yes. Yeah. You know. Move on.
Yeah, so Gunther, the king of the Intercontinental Championship division, is now
Well, there's a
becoming the
king.
hunted.
I think King Chris has been on the show too much. Now he's a king.
Gunther? Are you
He's the
going to tell
ring.
Gunther
He's
that
the
he's
ring general. You will respect him as such.
somehow
You will respect
somehow?
him as such. You will
And
respect
you
him
know
as
what?
such.
You know what? And I'm not going to show any respect. You know what? I do show him respect. He doesn't pay it back. That's what this is.
The
It's a
ring
love hate kind of.
general.
The ring general. Say it right. It's a general.
Is that because of the tacos in your mouth?
No.
Yeah. Button your shirt. You're a disgrace.
I'm doing just fine. How about you wear a dress shirt next time you're here?
Don't tell me what
I
to
know
do.
my gimmick.
No, you don't. You had sleeves.
Now I don't. What of it?
You turned into a Dudley boy.
WWE Tag Team Hall of Famers, multiple time Tag Team Champions. Yeah, I think there's worse people to beat. Anyway, Gunther, Intercontinental title.
Yeah,
There are a
you're
number of
more of a
people that
sign
have.
guy, Dudley.
No, you know what? Nope, not even gonna say that.
Taco Deli.
Yeah, we'll go with that.
We'll go with that
Yeah,
one.
yeah.
Joe
That's
Gartner already
the
had that. Already had that position.
let's just anyway. So we have seen Chad Gable. We have seen Jay Uso. We have seen, and I got my list here. Let's see, Gunther, no, Gable, Sammy, and then Dominic Mysterio.
I would take
All,
Jey Uso
all
out of that.
okay.
I think.
Well,
I
until
think.
Jimmy
I think.
shows back up.
I think the clear path for Jay is Jimmy. I think that's a little bit of a red herring. Um, I think Jimmy and Jay are the match, and it should be. I think that's a story that you can tell at Mania for sure. Yeah, it almost looks like they're leading to a multi-man match at Mania, and I did not expect that for Gunther.
Is this a pleasant surprise for you, or is this kind of a you hope that eventually these guys all weed themselves out sort of thing?
I hope they weed themselves out
Okay.
because I think ending a title reign in a multi-man match of this magnitude does nothing for the guy you're putting the championship on. I
So
think you need to make it like just like when Cody beats Roman, it's going to be a huge deal because he beat Roman. When Rhea Ripley eventually loses that title, which I don't know if she will at Mania, but when she does, it's going to be a big deal because someone beat Rhea Ripley. With Gunther, somebody needs to beat him because he is the longest reigning Intercontinental Champion. Do you remember who it was previous? The
hair
longest reigning.
slick black, pink
Yep.
Cadillac. Yeah.
Who beat him?
He's a honky tonk man. I have no idea.
You don't remember who beat Honky Tonk Man?
No.
Are you serious?
Do I look like I was born at that time?
Okay, all right. It was SummerSlam. Ultimate Warrior came out, squashed him in 60
No,
seconds.
you know what? No,
But
you know what?
do you understand? You shut your mouth. You
No,
understand?
we're adding his name to the
you
list.
you understand what that did for the Ultimate Warrior, though, don't you? It took him to that next level, and that's the point I'm trying to make. Is you want to do it one-on-one. You don't want any excuses to be in there. You don't want any cash-ins from Damian Priest or anything like that. Like, I think you need to take the title off him in a one-on-one match to establish a new star. That's my 2 cents.
See, okay, I think the aura is different with Gunther here because again, when we look back at the last 5 years, only two guys have clean pins over him, Ilya and Braun. I understand that there is the rub that can be received from pinning him clean, but I would like to see Gunther move to the world heavyweight title scene,
It's fine.
even without a loss, if it can be done, if at all possible. It's just me.
I mean, sure, but if you're going to take the title off of him, I'm saying for Mania, where it kind of looks like they may take the title off of him, I think you do it one on one. I don't think of how that visual pinfall victory, the one that he actually got, Jey Uso, over Roman in that tag match. That boosted Jey Uso to the moon.
Yeah, the crowd did go banana, but you also, or I'm sorry, the podcast dad did not believe in main event Jey Uso until 6+ months later. So,
Well, he had no reason to. What was your favorite Jey Uso singles match before Gunther? Thank you.
Tribal
So,
Combat.
yeah, no, it wasn't.
If you don't know that, you don't know my life.
I do know your life.
No, you don't.
I'm gonna need you to fix your shirt before your nipple pops out too. Thanks.
It's not popping out. It's fine. You know what? Maybe
This
you don't
is
draw
this is
attention
a family friendly show. We don't need any of that. Thank you.
to it. It's just, you know what?
Thank you. Thank you. Do you want to see a multi-man match for the IC title?
Wouldn't hate it, man.
So who would you put in it?
Gunther, obviously. Gable, Sammy, Dom.
Dom?
Yeah. Because here's what we've been saying about Dom for a very long time. Yes, he's a heat magnet, but what's your favorite Dominic Mysterio feud? What's your favorite,
Mysterio.
Okay. Well, since he's joined the Judgment Day and since WrestleMania, let's look. Okay.
I liked his feud with Wes Lee too. I liked his feud with Dragon Lee.
Okay. Well, now
don't you try to use my Jey Uso argument against me because Dominic Mysterio is at a better level.
Okay, so why don't imagine the heat that he would get for beating Gunther for the Intercontinental Championship?
Yeah, but that's heat for heat's sake. That's heat for heat's sake.
Is that a bad thing in wrestling sometimes?
Who would you rather see a Chad Gable who has worked his ass off to get to this point win that IC title because that's probably the highest level he's going to get to, and we don't know how much longer Chad Gable is going to be around because age is a thing, or would you have Dominic Mysterio who is young and still very, very green beat Gunther?
You just rattle off a bunch of Dom's favorite feuds, and now you're going to call him green the next sentence after that.
He is. Okay. Is he not green?
You've been paying attention to people that are. You've been paying attention to Liv Morgan stands, haven't you? Anyway, look.
Finish the show.
I will. Now that he is not here, I just want to take a few seconds just to talk about this Gunther program here and what I think about this. But anyway, are you done pouting?
Bill, I need you to fix my screen.
You let a douchebag in a beanie get under your skin. What's wrong with you today?
Make your point.
All right. So, would I prefer Chad Gable to win the Intercontinental title? Yes. However, I am intrigued in Dominic being added into this match because even after he has that segment with Gunther, even Rhea comes up to him like, "Yo, Gunther, what in the world are you doing?" Like, with the way the WWE is telling stories these days, I mean, this is a David Goliath, and I don't know. I'm intrigued. I'm gonna leave it at that.
He can be in the match. That's fine.
Good.
I don't want him to win. I think you have established. I think you have established that Intercontinental title so much to make it feel important that putting it on Dom may hinder that. Great band, by the way.
Potato. Anyway, last point that I've got on the show here that I wanted to talk about: Liv Morgan getting in Becky Lynch's face last night. It sounds like WWE's been listening to the internet, no?
I hope the heel turn's coming because that would freshen up her character a little bit.
Desperately needs it.
I would thoroughly enjoy a heel turn. That would be amazing. What laugh was that?
That's my
Okay. What did I tell you about that? Mute your mic.
It literally is just the
mute your mic. That's distracting. It's common courtesy. You ever heard of it?
What?
To mute your
What?
mic.
I opened a water bottle. It didn't touch my mouth. Didn't make a slurp sound. Didn't do anything. You're the one hijacking our show just because I'm trying to stay hydrated here. Really?
Hey, what sounds you make with your mouth is on your own time.
Yeah, but I'm in front of a microphone. Okay, there's microphones in my ears right now. Is that you know what?
There's earbuds in your
Okay.
ears. There's not microphones in your ears.
Yeah, are there AirPods and there are microphones on the AirPods? Really? Are we getting into semantics now?
This is a microphone.
Baby. Well, that's actually that name is it's gonna hang out there for a little bit. Well,
It can hang out. That's fine.
Anyway,
You know,
Liv
all the
Morgan
Cody Rhodes
heel
fans
turn.
are Cody crybabies. That's fine.
I'm a Cody crybaby.
There you go. So, but man, your insults really getting to me. Sticks and stones,
buddy,
Taco. Sticks and stones. If I throw enough at you, they'll start hurting.
Yeah. Big strong boy.
You're not even close to Tyler Bate. You shut your mouth.
Not even. I know. Yeah. Work hard though.
Anyway, no, Liv Morgan heel turn. It would be so much better for her. We're at the point where yes, she's the fan favorite and she's coming out, but she's not doing anything. Let's be frank.
Yeah.
Johnny Van Frank. But
no.
This would be, I think, very good for her. A heel turn feud now with Becky would elevate her a little bit more because we know she can go in the ring. What is she missing? She's just missing that character. She comes out and what's her like she has a great connection with the crowd. That's about it.
Yeah.
So giving her that little edge. We need some more heels in the women's division. We have a big, massive Charlotte void that we need to fill. That I don't know if Tiffany Stratton can be the only one to fill it, especially if she's getting cheered. I mean,
yeah,
we damn near saw a double turn at Elimination Chamber, so I think she has the tools to become a heel. She hasn't been a heel in years, so
not since
why not give it a try?
Yeah, I mean, in this, people want Liv in the main event. Maybe this is a way to get her there. I mean, let's be honest. Did anybody really think that Liv Morgan was going to win the Elimination Chamber? Did anybody really think that Liv Morgan versus Rhea Ripley was going to be a match at WrestleMania? I mean,
I hope not.
It would have been a fine match, and that's something you put on third, fourth, fifth in the card. But at least with Rhea Becky, it's in the conversation for main event. And that's the thing. I mean, Liv is just not a main eventer right now, and that's okay. That's not to say that she won't get there.
And they tried, but they tried with her. She won the Money in the Bank. She cashed it in. She had the matches against Ronda Rousey. I forgot.
No, that's right.
And the title reign was, let's be honest, a little bit forgettable. So, was it bad booking? Maybe, but it wasn't. That the character they were trying to get over, the extreme. What did I just tell you? I heard it. There's ice in there, isn't there?
No, there is no ice in this.
I heard it.
There's no ice in this.
Are you, Bill? Are you messing with me? And I cannot wait. The job is posted, folks. If you know anybody for IT, I need Bill fired.
No, why are you gonna do that?
He's terrible.
Stop trying to make fetch happen, all right? Much like WWE was trying to do. Or, yeah, what?
What?
Stop trying to make fetch happen.
Fetch?
Fetch. Yeah.
Like the game you play with the dog?
No. As in, that's so fetch. Stop trying to make that happen.
Just make your point. I don't even know what you're talking about anymore.
All right. All I was trying to say is that, this is a much better use of Liv Morgan to tease the heel turn, give her something to sink her teeth into. Who knows? She will probably be in Money in the Bank again this year. I think that there will be at least enough wherewithal to listen to what the crowd is saying as far as having her presented more on TV. Doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be in the main event. Who knows what they have planned as far as a mid-card championship in 2024. Possibilities are endless. It's just not going to happen at WrestleMania, and that's okay. She was gone. She was off TV for 6 months. Yeah, it's great to see her again, but just because she was gone for 6 months doesn't mean that we have to plug her right back into a main event scene at WrestleMania. She's not Phil Brooks.
I'm sorry. What? Let's read. Sorry.
You never listen to me.
Active listening over here. Let's talk about that final segment. How'd you think Cody did?
It's fine. I mean, it's.
A lot going on. A lot going on.
There is a lot going on, and I thought that we'd be a little clearer coming out of WrestleMania, and we just weren't. Things are still a little bit muddy, but
Money?
yes, as far as what involvement that we might see with the bloodline here, it's also been reported that Tama Tonga is expected to report to WWE.
Ah,
Whether
yes.
that's in NXT, whether that's main roster, whether that's even bloodline, nobody knows any of that right now. But let's just say for a second that this is a bloodline story here, and they're adding to the ranks here. It's just another name that is going to be added to the mix that they're going to have to get over because I mean, look at Solo right now. He hasn't won a match since John Cena in November. Yes, he's
Yeah.
still featured on TV, but he's not really doing much of substance other than backing up Roman and now The Rock. Are we going to find Tama Tonga in the same position?
I don't know, but I think it's telling that Paul Heyman has 2 cell phones now. I do
Yeah,
not
call him
think
Kevin Gates.
I do not think our tribal chief will be very happy with that. That's just my opinion. Maybe Roman kind of feels a little bit of a power struggle right now with The Rock. I don't. It has The Rock acknowledged Roman yet? I know he's acknowledged the bloodline, but I
Not
don't
that I
think
can
he.
recall.
I don't think he has acknowledged Roman Reigns as the tribal chief.
Not that I can immediately think of, but he is scheduled for a few SmackDowns in the month of March, so we'll
So,
kind of see how
so is
things
Cody.
play out
I think
there. Yeah,
Cody's.
so
I don't. I think Cody's the one next or this Friday. I think he's advertised
I
for.
think
The
so.
one in Arizona that he's
Yeah.
advertised for.
Yeah, Cody. Do you want to see Cody versus Rock at SummerSlam, or you want to push that out a little bit longer?
To be honest, I'm not interested in that match.
So not at all. That
I'm
wasn't an
more.
option, but
I'm
yeah,
more interested in Rock and Roman.
it's all one.
I
Okay,
I am ready. I am ready for this bloodline storyline to not have a title involved. I want the family
for sure.
warfare to start. Tama Tonga coming in. If they get more coming in, like I'm ready for that. I'm ready for this to be a kind of side piece storyline. I want. I know what you said. I know what I said there. I want Cody to win this title, and then I want Cody to feud with other people. I don't. I'm done
Yeah.
with the bloodline involvement with the title. I want the bloodline to do their own thing because the storyline is now strong enough that you do not need to hold up the title anymore. You don't need to hold up the title picture anymore. Let Cody break off, go feud with other people, and write his own story. Because I
So what you're
guarantee if
saying is
no, 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 no,
no, no. I have an
no.
idea that I think you're gonna like, and we also have like 3 minutes left. So you finish and then I finish.
Well, you interrupted
Keep
me and
going.
I forgot. Go ahead.
Sorry.
What am I saying?
So you're saying you want to see a Samoan Civil War inside War Games in November?
Sure, that would be awesome. That'd be
We'd
awesome.
agree.
Yeah, like I just I'm ready for the bloodline to be out of the title picture. That's my
That's fair.
I don't care about the Rock Roman right now. That or the Rock Cody right now. I don't want to see that match. I just don't because realistically, how good is that match going to be? Like with Roman and Rock, there's at least some storytelling involved with the bloodline, with that whole thing, with the inner conflict between all of the family members. We would see a Jey Uso probably come back in the fold. We would see other members come back in the fold. Like that story doesn't need a title. It just doesn't. And you let Cody go write his own story. He has feuded with the bloodline for 2 years. He's gonna finish that story. Please, dear God, finish that story. And then go start his own story. That's all. I'm off my soapbox.
It's lonely on that pedestal, isn't it?
Huh?
It's lonely on that pedestal, isn't it?
No, I got plenty of people.
Okay. Well, that's going to do it for this Taco Meat Tuesday edition of the Wrestling Junkies podcast. We got a new Stump the Smart coming over this week. Would you at least stay on camera as we finish the show? This is not your show here. We're guest
What
hosts
happened?
every week here.
What happened?
Anyway, hit the QR code, like, share, subscribe, help us run those numbers. I'm done with this jackass today. Thank you guys so much. We'll be
What
back
happened?
next week. Podcast Dad and Mr. Cincinnati will be back tomorrow. Remember, your taco
I'm coming
vibe
back next
attracts
week.
your taco tribe. Yeah, you are. You're here every week. Thanks so much. We'll see you guys next week.